Just begun. Mark McAllister, Global News.
Now, Defense Minister McLeod did confirm today that more than 54 18 fighter jets are spending about as much as 20 and ready to assist the 100 deployed over the amount needed. Now, it did depend that how the NOLAN remerges RN, while the university or the UN mission as whole received support from all batteries in the hues of the Garbins of today. Excuse me. I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you, Mark McAllister from Japan tonight. Newly released video.
2 teachers here at Clinton Avenue Elementary in New Haven are being investigated for... It's a lot to remember, because I'm stupid.
Obviously, a problem with that tape, the wrong tape loaded in there. We'll get back to that in a minute. In the meantime, coming up in a minute.
Now, we'll have the weather forecast in a minute, and of course it'll be 100% accurate and provide all the detail you could possibly want. I've just seen Thomas Schaffenacker preparing for it, so I'm not entirely...
Oh!
Every now and then there's always...
It feels so good. Feels so good. Men, maybe they should feel this. Feel the pain that we... Are you kidding me?
Oh, hello.
We've got a couple of the dogs out here with us, a Rottweiler that they just brought out. They're calling her Beautiful. She is really a sweet dog, just sort of standing around, taking it easy. What kind of shape does she look like she's into you?
Well, she's a really sweet dog. I mean, she's a nervous wreck. She's hot. She's in a cage that, you know, doesn't have any protection from the weather. So right now she's panting. She's covered in drool. She's had several litters of puppies, but a great temperament, a really sweet dog.
Okay. Oh. That's not exactly what we would have expected.
Around the back.
Underneath your leg.
Under the leg.
Fake it in front of you. Flip it back. Now hit it off your knee.
Wait, what's the flip back? Fate?
Like
flip.
this here.
Whoa!
Four days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much. Weather's next with Jane Riley, but first, here's George Negus.
ABC News.
Okay,
but does it have Doppler? We don't know.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? Lean over here just for a second time. No, further. Come on, stick your hand out, because it's time to get your pinch. Oh, well, so much for that. Go on with the weather. Go on, go on.
I'll go ahead and do the weather right.
Has Everton gone close recently, Dean Windass?
No, they haven't, John. They nearly went behind, John, Steve, whatever your name is. They nearly went behind, Jeff. They're picky on... He's outraced Jagielka, and you think he'd go on. He goes round Howard. You think he'd go on, just tap him with left foot, and he drags it back. He sends Jagielka for a pie. Howard stands up and he tries to place it. Hits Howard in the chest, comes back out, still 0-0. Jack.
He's at the cutting edge of broadcasting, isn't he?
Teammates Andy Pettit. Well, let's talk some more about this, because joining us from our New York studio is Ben Walker, who's the baseball editor for the Associated Press. Ben, I know that you've been covering Roger Clemens' career for the best part of the last 23 years. Just remind us how big a name he is in the sport of baseball. I beg your pardon, I'm not sure Ben can hear us. Ben, can you hear me in New York? It's Francis in London.
You know, it's even a worse situation than that, because I am not Ben Walker, and I know nothing about baseball. I do, however, know...
I beg your pardon, we have the wrong guest. We shall move on to the Women's World Cup in Germany, where Kaya Simon scored...
Que leva os deficientes visuais para assistir os jogos da Copa do Mundo. Muito obrigada pela sua participação. Thank you very much for your participation.
Fratton Park, where there's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
I don't know, Jeff, has there? I must have missed that. Red card.
Chris,
Have you not been watching? I haven't. What's happened, Chris?
I don't know, Jim.
Show. Good morning, everybody. I'm hanging out with my friend John. Fox 5 Morning News starts. Look over there. And it starts right now.
Serving all of San Diego. This.
Приз за победу тривиален – деньги. Впрочем, о какой сумме идет речь, организаторы не говорят. Наталья Гусок, Межтангелов, события, Днепропетровск.
И, как сообщают наши корреспонденты, ни в одной из стран не случилось обещанного на 18:00 конца света. Американский проповедник, автор этого прогноза, снова просчитался. Хотя у нас еще есть шанс застать апокалипсис. В интернете есть целое расписание.
На рабочем месте нелегалов. Здравствуйте, Настя. Кто были эти люди, какое наказание им грозит и какова их дальнейшая
коллеги,
судьба?
вот у меня за спиной сейчас как раз тот самый дом. Ну что нам удалось уже узнать? Это были выходцы из Средней Азии, Молдовы, а также Украины.
An idea for a romantic comedy starring you and me.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's about a wrestler who falls in love with a ring girl. What do you think? You in?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Am I in?
You're in. Let's do it right now. Cut. Okay, there's only one more.
We're doing some of the carvings each day, and again, you'll see me working on this piece a little later on in the freezer and finishing it up. But for example, this weekend we're going to be doing some gargoyles off of the Notre Dame Cathedral, so there'll be some other pieces that are recognizable.
Now, can I take a closer look at this? Because why is this your oh my God! I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Dude, are you serious?
I'm so sorry. It was just an accident. We'll talk to management.
I'm shutting it down. I'm tired of guys like this. I'm out of here.
We'll get this taken care of. Anyway, with a smile on my face, we'll send it back to you, Ed and Ann.
Oh, accidents are going to happen once in a while.
Such a delicate touch David has.
Simon Südel hat ihn am Mikrofon.
Hey, good day, Tampa Bay. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from Skate Park of Tampa. We're on Columbus. In skate camp. It has just underway. In fact, the Wizard. You can tell which one is the Wizard. Guess which one is the Wizard? Yeah, it's that guy. And we're going to go out there and talk to him. This is a human frogger trying not to get hit. Oh, gosh. Are you okay?
The problem is the water may look frozen, but you can tell even with the simplest of tests. Son of a... It broke the damn rock!
Joyce Evans for the Channel 6 10 o'clock news. Fuck it, we're getting out of this joint.